Hello everyone, we're back with another makeup tutorial today. I'm going to be picking out of this box, so whatever we pick is going to be our look for today. Oh, where did it go? I dropped it. Okay. Ah! We got candy canes, which actually goes with my outfit so well, so I'm really excited for this. To get started, we're going to go in with our primer. Oh. And we're going to go ahead and let that dry down for about 30 seconds to a minute until it gets more tacky. Once that has dried down, we're going to go ahead with our foundation. I'm using the IRL Filter Finish today. Oh, this is also freezing. My makeup is freezing cold. And then we're going to go ahead and blend that out. The next step we're going to do is our concealer. I'm also going in with the IRL Filter Finish. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and blend that in. Once we're done with our concealer, we're going to go ahead with our blush and bronzer. I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush today in Dusty Rose and coming in Hot Pink. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. And then we're gonna be going in with our Revolution Cream Bronzer in the shade Light. I just tried this out in my last makeup video and I love it. It's so good. I'm just gonna be popping that in. It's very buildable, it's very like light, but it is definitely pigmented. And then we're gonna go ahead and do our brows. I'm using these two shades right here from the 9Q Love Matters Morphe palette. Once we're done with our brows, we're gonna go ahead and set our face. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in the shade Translucent. This is my favorite setting powder by all time. And we're just gonna go ahead and gently pat that into our face, under our eyes. And then I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and go and just tap it in like this. And then we're going to go ahead and use our blush again, kind of bring back that color just a little bit. Oh my gosh, that is very pink off camera. It looks a lot better, but yeah, whatever. We're going to roll with it. And then we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes. I'm using the Revolution Super Base. This doesn't have a shade, it's just white. Go ahead and put on a big ol' dollop. And then we're going to take our small beauty blender and go ahead and blend that out. Okay, so this entire part did not record. So I'm going in and setting it with the ColourPop Pokemon palette in the shade Future City, just to kind of set that base. And then I'm going in with the red from the Nankyu Morphe palette and going in on my inner corner and my outer corners because I'm going to be doing a halo eye look today. So I'm just placing that. I'm not worrying about blending at the moment. I'm just kind of placing it down, packing the color in, and going from there. And then once that's done, I'm going to be going in with my eye primer once again and grabbing a small brush and shaping out that middle center part. And once it's shaped out, I'm going to be taking this white and packing it on to the part with the eye primer. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush and blend out the tops of it very gently. And I'm taking this palette from Too Faced. Sorry, I'm not good at voiceovers, but I'm taking this palette from Too Faced and using the shade Nook and Cranberries. And I'm going to deepen the red to kind of make it match my outfit a little bit more. I'm just blending it in very gently and I'm dragging it out to kind of create a wing shape. And then for the middle part, I'm going to be taking the shade Snowflake and placing that right in the center. And then I'm going to be taking the shade from Jelly Donut from the ColourPop Pokemon palette to kind of bring in that white aspect a little bit more. I'm taking a packing brush and just packing it into that center. Once we are done with our eyes, this is as good as I could get it. We're gonna go ahead and start on our eyeliner using our Lucidity Pro Liner palette. I'm gonna be taking this shade and this shade and mixing them together for like the basic wing parts. I'm gonna go ahead and get those mixed together. I'll show you, and I'll do the liner. Here is the color that we ended up with. So I'm going to go ahead and just start like the basic wing. And once we have our wing, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Once we're done with our wings, we're going to go ahead and get started on the candy canes. I'm going to start with the white. And you'll just make a basic candy cane shape. Like that. Very simple. If you're having trouble with the candy cane shape, it's pretty much just like half of a heart. I'm going to add a couple more and then let them dry down before we get started on the red. Once we have our candy canes shaped out, we're going to go in with this bright red right here. And you'll want to make your liner brush as thin as possible. And then you're just going to start drawing the candy cane line like this. You could have started with the red and done white lines instead, but I find it's easier to do it like this just so the white doesn't end up turning pink. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the shapes, the lines, and I'll be right back. Once the candy canes are all done, this is what they look like. I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes because I feel like this look just needs that little extra flair. So I finally have one of these little lash applicator tools. Where's my little mirror? Alright, and then we're just gonna, you want to make sure that the skinny side is on the inner corner. I might have trimmed them a little too much. Okay, you know what, that's not gonna work. Trial and error, folks, trial and error. This is really tricky to do with fake nails, for anyone wondering. We're just gonna pull up that on into place. And then we're going to take this side, the rubber side, and just press it into our lash line. Okay, after much trial and error, we're going to go ahead and blend our lashes with our real lashes using mascara. I'm using the Call Me Queen by Essence. Press that together. And then earlier I realized we totally forgot to do highlighters. So I'm using this one from Rude Cosmetics. It's their manga collection. It's Kiri Sama's Playlist. This one's, I've not actually used it before, so I guess we'll see how it performs. Oh my god. It looks like snow. I'm going to take my finger and blend it out. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. And then we're going to go ahead and set our face using the face glue from NYX. This is a matte setting spray. Now we're going to do another layer. Okay. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and get started on our lips. And then for our lips, we're going to line it with this lip liner from NYX in the shade Kitten Heels. My lips are a bit dry right now, but that's okay because we're going to put on a gloss anyway. And then we're going to be going in with On a Mission. This is the Shine Out Loud from NYX. Gorgeous Christmas red, which is perfect for this look. And then I'm also going to be combining it with Goal Getter just to kind of tone it down a little bit. I don't personally like bright red lipsticks like this. But that is much more up my alley. And then we're going to go ahead and let that dry down, and I'll come back for the gloss. And once it is dried down, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how many layers you put on. But you're going to go ahead with your gloss. Making sure it's all even everywhere, and you can see the difference between the two. This one's more satiny and matte, and this one's more, well, glossy. This stuff is like magic though. It really does not transfer. I'm gonna kind of let that sit for a minute, and I'll show you that it does not transfer. I'll be right back. Once it's kind of melted together, I guess, I'm gonna show you on the back of my hand. It's completely clean, other than makeup swatch I did yesterday, but it's clean. The gloss obviously came off, but no color or anything came off with it, which is so cool. And I think that's just, I just think that's so cool. But anyway, here is the finished makeup look for today. If you have any other ideas or comments or like questions, you can leave them down below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you in the next video.